Hi there everyone, it's Sarah here, and I'm going to be doing a little series on making embellishments. So this coming week I'm going to be making little bits and bobs so that I can build up a stash, if you like, of embellishments so that I can make cards. Hopefully this coming week and maybe the following week. I had bought this Sizzix die for my birthday. It was actually a present from work colleagues. They gave me a voucher for Hobbycraft and I went in and bought a few bits and pieces, and this is one of them. So it's the Primitive Stars die from Sizzix, and the code for that is 656340. And this is the first chance of me getting to use it. So I thought if I make a few stars, make them kind of shabby styly, and build up a little stock, I'd be more intended, how can I put this? I'd be more inclined to make something if I have things to hand that I can easily put together on a card. That's what I was trying to say. So I've pulled out a couple of paper pads. I've got the Fifth Avenue paper pad by Melissa Francis. I have had this an age and never used it. And another one is Prima Lifetime. There's a lot of nice papers in this, and again I've hardly used this stack, so by making the embellishments it's going to make me use up stuff that I already have that would look good on a card in the end product. Now the other thing that I've got that I'm going to use is mat board or mounting board. I managed to pick up a whole stack of this at the last Ross Papercraft show, which was held about a month ago, and and it's fabulous for embellishments. It's nice and sturdy. So I'm going to be die cutting, and what I'm going to be doing is adding some paper to the mat board and then cutting it out so I get a nice crisp edge on here. So I'm going to pop this to the side just now, and the first thing that I'm going to be doing is picking out a sheet of patterned paper that I fancy, and I'm really liking this one actually. I know it's got a sewing machine and what have you down here, but this bit here's fab. So I'll pull that one out just now. There are so many lovely papers. That's another nice one. Whoops. I keep forgetting that I've got my camera moved. That's another pretty one as well. Might do a couple. So these are kind of greens and neutrals. That's another good one as well. But I'll pull one out of the Melissa Francis. Let's do 3 lots. I don't have to show you them all being made, but I can show you them when they're finished at the end. Let's do a pinky one. There we go. So that's our papers picked. Now what I need to do is get some glue and glue them onto the mat board here. So what I really like using is matte medium, and I've got a tub here, Claudine Helmuth. I have not used this in ages, so I won't be surprised if it's a bit gunky. It had separated a little bit. Yeah, it looks okay. Right, so believe it or not, I've wasted all my paintbrushes. So I'm going to have to apply the matte medium with the palette knife, and hopefully it'll be fine, which it will. I'll get a nice smooth layer on there. There we go. And then I'm just going to place the paper directly onto there. So we'll burnish this down and put it to the side and allow that to dry before we cut it out. I might help it along with the heat gun, but that's the first one on. Okay, so here we have our mat board mounted with patterned paper. I've done two from the Melissa Francis collection, which are kind of pinky and blues, and then these from the Prima collection, which are creams and greens. And cream and greens kind of my favourite colour combo. I also like pink, but we'll do this just for a bit of variation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my die cutting machine out, which is my little Cuttlebug, and I'm going to run these through the Primitive Hearts die. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop them down face first, so that when it cuts through it gives you a nice edge and it's not cutting through the opposite way, and it, you know, you get the reverse. So I'll be back in a second once I've cut all these out. Okay, so here we go. All our stars have been cut out and they look quite pretty actually. You can see that, the nice finished edges on them. And with me running them through the die cutting machine, you're also going to get the, you know, it's going to press the cardstock against the patterned paper and give it a good seal with the glue even further, just to finish off drying. So I'm not going to waste this because I can get something else out up here, something else down here and here as well, and I'm going to be doing the same for them all. So these are really pretty too. And again, I'll be keeping this because I can get something else. I can probably get a wee flower or something out of it from another die cut. Look at that one, that's really pretty. Not used to this angle yet. So that's those ones. And then these ones. And they're quite pretty too. So the next stage for my little stars is to get some distress ink and go around the edges. So I'm going to speed this up because it'll be like watching paint dry. I'm going to be using brushed corduroy distress ink. Okay, so one thing to bear in mind when you're using patterned paper with this and that particular die is that one star cuts this way and the other two cut that way. So I have the two small ones with the text running the correct way and the large one with the text running upside down. So just as a, you know, a little warning for you, just be careful with that. It won't make any odds with these ones because I think it'll look just nice. It'll look nice anyway. It's not too bad with the script on this one because you don't know whether it's upside down or not. It just looks like scribbly writing, but it is actually upside down. So just be careful with that. And these ones are the right way round. Okay, so we've inked all our edges, and then the next thing that I want to do is coat them with a nice crusty edge. I have various different things looked out for this, and I'll try a few of them just to see how they go, but I'll let you see what I've got so far. we've got Clear Rock Candy Distress Stickles, and it's the dry glitter. I love this stuff. I've had it for a long time. I have used quite a bit of it, but time to use more. I also have these, and it is vintage mica flakes. Not sure quite how these will go, but they are gorgeous and they do have a lovely shine. The next thing I've got is Stampendous, and it's the shaved ice. And again, this is really, really pretty and shimmery. And the last thing that I've got looked out is from Stampin' Up, and it's a champagne glass glitter. And just to be careful when you're using this one, because it is glass, if you do have it. Okay, so we'll get started and see how this goes. I'm going to be using, okay, here we go, here's my mat. It took me ages to find that. So basically what I'll do is I'm going to go around the edges with the Crystal Effects. You need to excuse chunky barking. Crystal Effects from Stampin' Up. And then I'm going to dip the edges into this. You just want to basically just a thin coat around the edge. And then just pour your glitter over the top. Shake off the excess, and there you go. It will look lovely once it's finished. I'll let it dry, and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, so that's the rock candy. Let's do one in the shaved ice. Here we are, and here's all the ones that we've done. So we've got the rock candy along the top. Then we've got the crystal glitter on that one. We've got the Imagination Crafts Sparkle Medium on that one. We've got Stampin' Up's Champagne Glass on this one. These ones, this one here has got the Shaved Ice by Stampendous. These two have vintage mica flakes that I bought off Etsy a long time ago. And then this one is the silver glass glitter at the bottom here. So I'm going to let these all dry, and then I'll take photographs of them and I'll put them in stills at the end so you can get a better look at them. But that's our little embellished stars, and what I'm going to do with them once they're dry is maybe pop a button or two on them, you know, like a vintage button. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how they go. Righty ho, I'll catch you soon with another video, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.